to fight in this one to get back above 500. Week 3 is underway. Return coming from the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, a national champion at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the shotgun, McCarthy has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Here's a give up the middle. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. Back to the well again. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 46. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st. Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Bronk. It's a new set of downs at the 27. They'll run here on 1st down. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brought down by Rasul Douglas. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a 1/3 of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Cameron Curl has it. And the Rams will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
So here come the Rams on offense, readying for their opening drive. And it'll be their 2nd-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. A couple of interceptions. He's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
A gain of 16 yards.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Tight end motioning right. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. from the 34. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of game.
And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Jason Sanders to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Vikings nothing.
Sanders all set to send it away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Minnesota all set to go for its second drive. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. As a man, Justin Jefferson. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
You can't start a fire without a spark. How about a lightning bolt? What a huge gain that totally changes the tone of the drive.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. On play action now, McCarthy. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. And we'll need to pause for an injury here, and this is the last guy you want hurt, Justin Jefferson, the player being tended to. They'll come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Throwing off the play fake here. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Will Reichert now to try the Vikings field goal. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. Smith able to put it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That's on target, Puka Nakua. This is ahead for about 5. Marcus Epps making the play. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Straight ahead with Williams. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now it's McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now a give running right. Up the sideline, past the 40. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
McCarthy throwing here. Able to find Hawkinson. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a T.J. Hawkinson touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns, too, just like he showed off.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now L.A. getting its offense all set to go. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. To throw here on 1st down. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Up the gut they go with Williams. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Pass play now. Throw complete to Williams. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. The Rams are set to punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Absolutely crushed his first punch, and here's another huge one. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. The Vikings returning their offense and this running back to the field. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Here's a handoff up the gut. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back carries here. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Simple dive up the middle. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
McCarthy to throw it. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
And 8 yards to go.
Now McCarthy. Into the hands of Jefferson. Complete. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. All set up now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hutchinson reels it in. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. And we'll need to pause for an injury here, and this is the last guy you want hurt. Justin Jefferson, the player being tended to. Back to the air, McCarthy. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up 3rd down. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
Looking to throw, McCarthy. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
For the Vikings field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
Smith able to put it through. And that'll double their lead to 6. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Return starts at the 9. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Rams headed out to the field now. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll throw it. His pass caught by Nakua. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Minneapolis. It's the Rams with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Well, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They can revisit that play in the future.
Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line. He'll get this one to Adams. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Play action on 1st down. Throw left side, complete. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. 2nd and 4. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Well, we all know there can be so little room for error spotting the football, and that's what's being reviewed right here. Did they get this right?
And I know both sidelines are furiously pleading their cases about what their eyes see. But fortunately, the eye in the sky and the replays will give us a clear answer.
So upon further review and a consultation from Game Day Central, the call overturned. Throwing with a blitz on the way. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Nakua, the target on that throw. So that brings up second down. They'll throw it again. He gets this one to Nakua. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. To the sideline, and Adams snags it. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They are throwing it again. Looking, and this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Leading 10 yards now as they line up. It's 2nd and goal. Back to throw now. This throw is cut. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Here's a throw. And they will score. Touchdown, LA! The Rams tie it just before halftime. It's a Puka Nakua touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams take the lead on that successful kick. Sanders all set to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. This return makes it up to the 25. The Vikings back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And this one does not go far. Just a yard on the run, and we've reached the end of our first half. The rest of the league can wait. We'll see how they're faring later. Our focus, it's on these two teams as we skip halftime and get right back to this contest. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Rams ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. They've got a man in motion. 1st and 10, they're going to throw. It's taken in by Williams. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Dallas Turner there to bring him down.
That's called the quarterback's best friend, Kate. Gains like that on the screen aren't possible without everyone doing their job. One missed assignment is the difference between a big gain and being dropped for a loss.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
They go play action on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
On second down, a run with Williams. And they had that one contained right at the line. That's Harrison Phillips there for the stop. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. They'll try and throw it here. Able to find Nakua here. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 26. And it brings up an LA first down.
Oftentimes, play calling's like chess. You got to have just the right move. And in this case, well, that is checkmate. That's a crossing route versus man coverage. Just the right choice, and they got a completion out of it.
You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Let's see what they draw on, but a 3rd and 7. Now looking to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Puka Nakua touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Rams grow their lead to 8. Sanders all set to send it away. He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. He's got him. That's Addison. And this one doesn't go far. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. First time this game they've looked to him. So that brings them to 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Has his man. It's Addison. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. That one's caught along the left sideline. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings start the second half with some needed points. Back to the air, McCarthy. He's on the move. And in a tight game, they turn to the run, and it rewards them with 2. We're all tied up. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? You know who Steven is?
No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. Take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
1st and 10, looking to throw. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They toss to Williams, headed right. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. And the Vikings add an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. His pass caught by Nakua. At the 20. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Rams take a 3rd quarter lead. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7. Sanders all set to send it away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Addison going in motion right. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Lone back gets the handoff. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Now McCarthy. He's going to push one deep down the right. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Rams will take possession. The Rams are... Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 41. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. We'll see what they come. Waiting for the marker with Williams. First down and more past the 40. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And the Rams are going to have a first down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a short gain. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 23. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Give to Williams from the gun. And they take him down, but he's able to get this inside the red zone. 4-yard pickup there, and that makes the decision even tougher now. 4th and short. Aubrey puts it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That kick right there, Kate, it was a crucial one that really just caused their odds of winning this game to jump substantially. Now we've got a 2-score game. It really leaves no room for error for this opposing offense as they prepare to take the field.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field on offense. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Fits it through the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. McCarthy to throw it. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st and 10, here's McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. On play action now, McCarthy. Pass caught, 9-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense in the hurry up here. Now it's McCarthy. Offense up to the line fast. 3rd and goal for McCarthy. Escapes out to the left. And they score. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. J.J. McCarthy the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up. So we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. Play action on 1st down. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Williams now on 1st and 10. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. On 2nd down, it's Williams again. And this one doesn't have the juice of that last one. He's stuck at the line. going to get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. On third down, here's Williams. Broke through the tackle. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one. All right, here we go. Second down. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's able to get this down to the edge of the red zone. Setting up for the kneel down on third. He'll go to a knee to close this one out, Brock, and it's only fitting that he's holding the ball in the end after the absolutely tremendous game that he had. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And that'll double their lead to 6. So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half.